welcome to Cooking with Denny. Now today, you guys, we're on location in Texas. Woo! Texas! We're here for Thanksgiving because I'm spending Thanksgiving with my sons, my nephew, and my brother, and my beautiful little niece, Button. Y'all seen her the other day cleaning shrimp. She's like totally awesome. But anyway, today we're gonna make just a quick little something that I like to call crab spaghetti. Now, you don't have to get all uptight about it because we're gonna use bottled sauce. How easy is that? You can all do that. Everybody can open the bottle. Well, not people with arthritis, but others can. So anyway, listen. We've already got our ingredients over here. So this is our chopped bell pepper, celery, and also onion and garlic. And then we have our clean crab. That's 2 crabs. And now we're boiling our pasta noodles. And now we're gonna saute our vegetables here, which is getting too hot. So we're gonna take that off for a minute because of the intro. All right, so let's get started. Come on, y'all. Let's do it. All right, so this is our pasta boiling with salted water. You put a bunch of salt in the water. You want your water to taste like the sea. So we put some kosher salt in there, brought it to a boil, and then put our pasta noodles in, all right? So we're gonna boil that for 11 minutes till it's al dente, right? And so right now I think we have maybe like 1 minute left. I think Siri is gonna tell us what time we have any time left. All right, see Siri? You can depend on her ass. Oops, you can depend on her. Okay, so now we're gonna, Button. Now we're gonna take this pot and go over to the sink as soon as we find a pot holder of some sort. All right, because you guys know I'm not in my kitchen, so I'm not really familiar with where things are. But anyway, come on, here we go. Come over here, Miles. Miles is my cameraman today because I don't have my stand. So this water, also I boiled asparagus. I blanched some asparagus in the same water. So killed a couple of birds with a couple of stones. All right. Don't let your pasta get in the sink. That's not good. So that's our noodles. Get those in there. And then I like to kind of cool them off so they don't stick. But don't get them cold. Just cool them off so they don't stick. All right. And that kind of stops the cooking process. We don't want them overcooked because we're going to put them in that hot sauce, and the hot sauce is going to cook them a little more, right? All right, so that's that for that. So now we're going to we have our olive oil in the pan, nice and hot, and now we're going to put our Trinity in. So that's the bell pepper, the celery, and the onion. That's what they say. It's the Holy Trinity. They called it at culinary school. But they call it that everywhere, right? And we have that already prepared, which is always nice to have that already chopped and good to go, right? So you just kind of sauteing that around because, oh, it's gonna smells already fragrant. All you gotta do is cook a little of this and people will think you can cook because it smells so good, right? So Miles, I told you, is our handy dandy cameraman today, and he gets to learn how to make his mother's famous, quick and easy crab spaghetti. So he could make that for people, friends and family, and, you know, have a nice date dish. All right, so we let that kind of do its thing. Turn the fire up a bit because, again, this is not my stove, so temps are not where I'm used to them being. All right, so once you move that around a bit, I'm gonna go ahead and add my chopped garlic. Isn't that nice? The chopped garlic fairy came and did that for me, which is me, and me is she. All right, so we're gonna move that around until the onion is translucent, which means see-through, right? Saute that around. Okay, so now it's time for us to add our sauce. This is our classical roasted garlic sauce. So like I told you, this is a quick, easy dish so that you don't have to make homemade sauce and all of that time that entails. You can just use this kind, which I like this brand, Classico. And they also have a red pepper flavor that I like, but they didn't have it here in Texas at the store I was at. So anyway, so you want to open your can, and a little pat on it will help. You want to make sure you hear that popping noise. Otherwise, that means somebody might have tampered with it at your local Safeway. All right, so here we go. So your veggies are all translucent and wonderfully nestled with each other, enjoying the hot tub they're in. Anyway, so we're gonna pour this in. Whew, it cannot get easier. It cannot get easier. Okay, I'm going to use 3 of those. We have 2 crabs, 3 cans, a bottle, or whatever this is, jars of that. And you're gonna stir. Mixing all that in. All right. All right, so once that's mixed in, we're going to use our secret ingredient. I don't know where it is, but it's around. Where is it? Okay, just look at that sauce. Miles, talk about the sauce.
So we got that Classico, and it's the roasted garlic, I believe she said. And now she is.
So we got a little bit of ground shrimp. The crowd goes wild for the secret ingredient. So we're only gonna put a little sprinkle of that in there, because that's gonna give it kind of a extra seafoody taste, right? Can't be mad at that. And don't really trip off of the way it smells, because it kind of smells like fish food. That's the smell, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. Stir that in. All right, and then you're gonna just put all your other seasonings in, which are nice things you all have at your houses. So everybody likes a little granulated onion. Even though we have all those fresh ingredients in there, still nice to have your granulated things, because it gives it a lot of flavor, and that's what we want, right? Flavor and lots of it. So put a little sprinkle of that in. All right, and then we have some granulated garlic. I'm gonna put a little of that in. Okay, so I guess I could have opened all these packages before we started filming, but you know how that goes. Okay, well, I don't know about that. So let's see, maybe we have some more, because that one seemed a little stiff. Seasoning salt, everybody's favorite. Lawry's, you guys know how I like Lawry's. All right, and then we're gonna put a little bit of cayenne. Little cayenne, not a lot, just a little. So we wanted to have that, whew, but not hot. Can figure that out, if that means. Stir that on up. So we're gonna turn that fire down a little. Okay. Now again, I'm gonna taste that. Let's see. We're looking for. Okay, so hold on a minute. Garlic powder. All right. And then we're gonna put a smidgen of sugar. Because why? I've told you before, my grandma did it. Put sugar in everything. So I do it too. Because she wasn't never wrong. All right. So we stir that. Did I get that all? Oh, okay. Stir that all around. And then we're gonna just let that kind of steep. All right. Turn the fire on a lower and kind of let that just mingle and get to know one another, all those flavors. I really think I'd like to add a bit of, if I was home, I would probably put some Old Bay in there.
There's some Old Bay in there. On the left side.
Oh, there is some Old Bay. Look at that. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
So, oh. Okay. Does everybody know what Old Bay is? Okay, so it's good for seasoning seafood. So, and that's what we're making, right? Crab spaghetti. So, put a little of that in. These holes under it's not working for me. We gotta sprinkle some in for real. All right. Stir that around. All right. Need some pepper. My favorite. What is it? Lawry's seasoning pepper. Oh, the crowd goes wild. Y'all hear the crowd? Oh, that's how you do it. Mine sound kind of like a choked crowd, right? Yeah. All right, Lawry's, and then my other favorite. Oh, I almost broke my nail over there. But it's the Accent. And you guys know I use that. Okay, Accent. All right, we're gonna stir that around. Get that all off the sides of your pan. All those good seasonings. Okay, so let's see how that tastes. Oh, it's coming around. All right, I think it needs a little more cayenne. Why? Because I said so. So let's get some, we want that little, you know, because once that crab is in there and it gets all in the crab buckles or ligaments.
What about some Tabasco?
No Tabasco. Tabasco can go on your food once you get it on your plate. How about that?
Okay.
All right. So then we're gonna take the jars. Remember we used jar sauce. We're gonna go with a little splash of water in there. And let me show you what I do. Stay there, I'll be back. So I put just a splash of water in there to get the extra sauce off of it. Go ahead and shake that around, get it off the top. Just a little secret. Ooh, okay, and then I take that jar and pour that jar into this jar. And then we put that other top, put that sauce on there, want that. Stir that up. Voila, it's off of there. Then we take that jar. Uh-oh. It's like magic. I'm like Penn and Teller in this piece. I know I have to quit cussing. I'm trying, but what's happening?
My bad.
Okay, and so that is all the sauce coming off of all the jars. So now all my jars are empty, and then this is a little bit of water with sauce, and I'm pouring that in. Magic. All right. So I get those out the way. Stir. All right, I'll come right back to you and we're gonna add the crab next. Stay tuned. All right, so now that our sauce is kind of bubbling here and there, we're gonna go ahead and add the main attraction, the Dungeness. All right, so your crab. Don't just pop it in there because it'll splash up on you in that sauce. Let me just tell you, It's hot. I cleaned my crab, scrubbed it with the brush, cut off all the hair. We don't like hair on our crab at home, although we don't mind it at the restaurant. I don't know why that is, but it's the truth. So at home, we try to get all that hair and dirt and stuff off. But let me go to Thang Long or Crustacean or any of the wonderful crab spots in the Bay Area. I'll be sucking all on that crab with all that ugly hair and dirt on it like nobody's business. But don't let me come to your house and you have no hair on yours. I'm talking about you like a dog. Yes, I will. Just kidding. Okay, so anyway, this is cooking. And we're gonna just let that kind of cook for about, I don't know, let's say 10 minutes. Not long, because you know that crab is already done. They had to boil him to kill him. So we're just heating him up. All right? Okay, we'll be right back. All right, so here we are. We're back at the sauce. It's rolling boil. And moving that around a little bit. This kind of reminds you of a cioppino. Do you guys know what that is? Like a tomato-based, kind of a tomato-based gumbo. But it has all kind of seafood in it. And it's Italian, I want to say. Yeah. So this is my mother's take on that. So this is her recipe, crab spaghetti. So that is pretty much done. So now all we do is add our noodles. So let's see. Not bad. Not as good as hers, but it'll do. My mother used to always say, it's not as good as my sister's. No. She said, it's not as good as mine, but it's as good as my sister's, and that's not bad. So, that's good. Okay, so, do you need what I need to say that? Never mind. All right, so now,
I think so. Oh. She's on the way back.
Okay, so almost looks like we need another pot because look at that and look at that. So let's put it in another pot. How about that, guys?
Oh, you have water in that one anyway.
Huh?
Why'd you have that water?
I was gonna boil more noodles, but.
Oh.
All right, guys, so here we go. So we have our pan, a good old-fashioned grandma pan. Look at that pan. All right, so did you guys see that nice pan? Look at that pan. This is an old school, one of those, right? Okay, because we had to change pans because obviously we have more sauce and noodles in this small saucepan could fit. So now we're gonna go ahead and I think the wise thing to do is to kind of get some pieces in there so it's not a big old mess when I pour it over in there, because I like to make them a mess and be dangerous sometimes, and I don't want to do it on film. So I got some of the bigger pieces out, and now we're going to pour the rest in, okay? So, oh shit, shoot. Okay, so everybody brace themselves. Oh, Miles, hold the pan. All right. So my lovely assistant, Miles Anthony, who is also the cameraman / assistant. Thank you, Button. All right. So now, let's kind of mix that around. There you go. That's what it is. It's crab spaghetti. That's what it is. All right. So basically all we have to do now is serve it with a nice spinach salad or asparagus and some nice French bread. Dinner served. All right. What you think about that? Doesn't that look good? crab spaghetti. All right, so here we have our blanched asparagus. I just put them in here with some ice water, so they keep that beautiful green color. But they're done. So what we're gonna do with those, we're gonna drain them, put them in a Pyrex dish, and put some butter and garlic and lemon pepper on them, and pop them in the oven. It's kind of, I think on 400 for about 10 minutes to roast them. All right, that's it. Oh yeah, and some red pepper flakes. Okay. All right, so welcome back to the asparagus situation. So like I said before, we blanched our asparagus, and that's boiling them about 3 minutes in hot salted water, then taking them out of the hot salted water and putting them in ice water so to stop the cooking. And we're doing all of this just to keep them nice and green, okay? So here's all the ingredients we have. We have olive oil, accent, seasoning pepper, red pepper flakes, lemon pepper, slap your mama, onion powder, garlic powder, fresh garlic, and you know what, a little sugar. All right, so we're gonna go, oh, and don't forget about your Land O'Lakes. Oh, the Land O'Lakes butter, honey. All right, so we're gonna put a little olive oil on them, drizzle. All right, and some accent. Some seasoning pepper. Oh, seasoning pepper is so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Seasoning pepper has all this pretty, I love to put it on top of really yellow potato salad. It's good, and it's gorgeous. A little red pepper flakes, but not too many because we got Button. She wants a little. She don't want her mouth on fire. Although that one can eat hot food because she's from Louisiana. All right, so here is some lemon pepper. Give you your lemon thing. A little slap your mama. Slap her. A little onion powder. Woo! That was a lot. Okay. And a little garlic. All right. All right. So we also have our tablespoon of garlic. Fresh garlic. And we're not gonna put this much sugar, but I just wanted a little sugar for the picture. But I know my grandma used to always say, I said, Grandma, I don't know, is it supposed to taste like that? And she'll be like, oh, well, what did it taste like? I said, well, it tastes all right. She said, well, put a little sugar on it. So that's what I do. All right, Zola. Shout out to Zola Mae in heaven. All right, so here, we're gonna put a little bit of the Land O'Lakes. Gonna put about, I don't know, I'm a butter girl, so this is not for healthy people. Probably put about 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons. Don't be angry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Who is that?
Bob Marley.
Oh, y'all, ignore my baby. No, good and damn well, no, Bob Marley sang that. That was, what is his name? Anyway, y'all know who it is, and you know it ain't Bob Marley, though. That part. All right, so we're gonna move that around in the pan, like so. All right? You got it. You can do this, right? Then we're gonna put it in the oven at 400 and for a few minutes. See, that is not helpful, but that's the way I was taught how to cook. It's like, what's it look like? But what's it taste like? Well, you know, I said, Grandma, how many seconds should I put it in? How many minutes should I put in? Girl, until it's done. Until it's done. Is that a quarter cup? Or is that an hour? What's happening? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put that in the oven until it's done. All right, we'll be back. All right, so here they are out of the oven. We did them for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna just squeeze some fresh lemon juice over them. Right? And they're ready to serve. So that's that, your roasted, well, blanched and roasted asparagus. have it, that's how you make crab spaghetti. So, thank you again for joining us here at Cooking with Denny. And remember, it's always delicious when you're cooking with Denny. Happy Thanksgiving!